So good afternoon students. So how are you? I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to see the new lesson from the social science geography unit 2 landforms. Okay, so we know that we are seeing so many of the landforms in our earth, is it no? Ocean, glacier, plateaus, valley, hills, island, and so many of them, deserts, everything, is it or not? So how they are forming? So just we are seeing the rivers is running, and moreover waterfalls, everything, we are just liking it, everything. So we are wondering it by seeing and exciting, is it no? So how it forms? Today we are going to see that in this lesson. Okay, so in the earlier class we have learned that the surface of earth is not the same everywhere, is it no? The earth has an infinite variety of landform named as the mountain, plateau, plains, valley, etc. So some part of the lithosphere may be rugged and some may be flat. Okay, so these landforms are a result of two processes. One is the endogenic forces and another one is the exogenic process. Already we had seen about the endogenic and exogenic in the previous lesson itself, is it no? So what is meant by the endogenic forces? So the endogenic forces means the changes happen in the internal process. That means it led to the upliftment or sinking of earth's surface at several processes. Okay, so exogenic process means it's an external process. Moreover, the continuous wearing down and rebuilding of landscapes. So these are the endogenic forces and exogenic. So through this process only we are having so many of the different new landform in our earth. We already seen, is it no? So today in this lesson we are going to see that the new kind of landform will creating through the two process. One is the gradation and another one is the erosion. Okay, so what is meant by the gradation? So gradation means it's a process of leveling of highland through erosion and filling up of lowland through the deposition. So just for an example. So moreover, the wind is blowing. So while the wind is blowing, it took away the waste material from one places and it is going to deposit it, and it will be thrown to another places, is it no? So here it taking from one product and it's going to replace it to another place. That is the gradation. Okay, so not only in the land, not only through the wind, the gradation is the process of leveling of high land through erosion and filling up of lowland through the depositions. So in this picture we can see the three kinds of courses. One is the upper course, middle course and lower courses. While you are seeing the upper courses, the source of river is starting by the waterfall, and moreover it's flowing, and moreover it's divided into so many of the tributaries and it's going on running. So it's come to the middle courses like a river or lake, is it no? So after that it will be deposited some particles, everything from the waterfall or tributary sources of river. It took some sand particle, stones particles, pebbles, everything, and it will be deposited on the middle course, and moreover it took away from sand particles, small particles, everything from the middle course, and it moreover deposited to the lower courses. So while it is depositing to the lower courses, it creates a new floodplain or new delta or something. Okay, so it's a process of leveling of land through the erosion and filling of lowland through the depositions. Simply, while the water is running, it moreover it erode some particle from due to the erosion from the highland, and moreover it filled the lowland through some sand particles through the deposition. Okay, so it is gradation. Gradation is the process of leveling of highland through erosion and filling up of lowland through deposition. Okay, see here. We are going to see the new kinds of landform through the gradation. Okay, so the landscape is being simultaneously worn down by the two processes, is it no? First one is weathering and another one is erosion. If you see the first picture, it's a one kind of rock, is it no? So weathering means it's the breaking and falling apart into small pieces of rock on the earth's surface. So due to the wind or due to the river flowing or due to the heavy air masses or due to the chemical changes, everything. So these rocks is breaking it and falling apart into small pieces of rock on the earth's surface. If you see the picture, it's one kind of rock. It is breaking and falling into small pieces on the rocks on the earth's surface. Same way, you come to the second picture, erosion is the wearing down of landscape by different agents like water, wind, ice, etc. Can you able to identify the two picture? So weathering means it's the breaking and falling apart into the small pieces of rock on the earth's surface. Same that erosion means it's the wearing down of landscape by different agents like water, wind, ice and sea waves. Understand? Okay, so the eroded material will be carried away by water or wind, etc. and it will be deposited to some other places. So these process of erosion and deposition create a new kinds of landforms in the surface of earth. That only we are going to see. That is a landscape process. So the landscape process is of two types. One is the weathering and another one is the erosion. Okay, so weathering means is the breaking and falling apart into small pieces of rock on the earth's surface. Erosion means it's the wearing down of landscape by different agents like water, wind, ice to some particles. Okay, that is called the erosion. Okay, so two kinds of landscape processes, weathering and erosion. So what are the new kinds of landforms? We are going to see the first, river. So, where the river will be start? The water flowing from its source to the river mouth along a definite course is called a river. So, the river is flowing everything. Where does it start? It starts from its source. Maybe it's a mountain, maybe it's a hill or maybe it's a thing. So, the source of the river means the rainwater flowing away. The origination, the starting point of the water flowing from its source to river mouth along a definite course is river. So starting place to ending place. So it starts from mountains and it ends to ocean or river, ocean or sea. Okay, so these path, wherever it took out a journey along its path, it is called as a river. Is it or not? The water flowing from its source. Source means the starting point of the river. Okay. So actually river generally originate from a mountain or a hill. Okay. So the place of origin, the birth of river, starting place of the origin of the river is known as its source. If you see the second picture, you can easily identify that. So from the mountain, from a point of a cave, the water is starting. Okay, see the first picture. So the water is flowing in along its path. Okay, along a definite course, along a correct route. It is called as a river. Okay, so what is going to be source? The place of origin of the river is known as its source. Okay. So the place where it joins a lake or sea or a ocean is called as the river mouth. So starting point of a river is called the source. The ending part of the river is called the river mouth. See the first picture. The river at last it ends with the sea or ocean. Is it or not? So this point is called as the river mouth. Did you understand it? So okay. So the water flowing from a source to a river mouth along a definite course is called as a river. Okay. So source means the place of origin of the river is known as its source. Okay. The place where it joins a lake or sea or an ocean is called as the river mouth. Did you clear about that? Okay, so simply we need to say where the river ends, it joined with a sea, it is called the river mouth. Where the river is birth, its birthing point, and its starting point is called as the source. Okay, and V-shaped valley. See, the running water in the river, moreover it erodes the mountainous track. It creates a steep sided valley. If you see the picture, just see the picture, you can find it, the two sides we are having some plains, and moreover the river is flowing in the center. Moreover it looks like a V shape, is it no? So it is called as the V-shaped valley. Okay, so the running water in the river, moreover it erodes the mountainous track, which create a steep side valley with the letter format of V. It is known as the V-shaped valley. Okay. And waterfall. What is meant by the waterfall? See, falling of river water over a vertical step in the river bed is called as the waterfall. Okay, falling of river water over a vertical step in the river bed is called as the waterfall. So, the water is the rainwater or some river water is falling in a vertical shape, means it is called as the waterfall. Where it is falling? In the river bed. It's look like a pond, is it no? See the second picture. So, moreover the waterfall is flowing, and moreover it flows in a vertical shape of a pond. Is it or not? So, that pond is called as the plunge pool. Plunge pool. So, how is create a plunge pool? Means moreover the force of water fell in the bed, river bed. Moreover it create a cavitation. Cavitation means it's moreover it create a deep base. Okay, see, while you are pouring the water in a water bottle, moreover if you see they just pour into in the same places, it create a one deep surface, is it no? Likewise, the waterfall also, while it is flowing, it creates a hollow base. That base of waterfall is formed by the cavitation. That place is called as the plunge pool. Okay, that place is called as the plunge pool. Plunge pool means it's a hollow feature at the base of a waterfall which is formed by the cavitation. Okay, so what is meant by waterfall? Falling of river water over a vertical step in the river bed is called as a waterfall. So, what is plunge pool? Plunge pool is the hollow feature at the base of waterfall which is formed by the cavitation. Okay, and alluvial fan. See here. So, deposition of sediment occurs at which river enters a plain or the foothills. If you see the first picture, moreover you can see over a cone shaped deposit of sediments, is it no? So, while the river is flowing, while it is entering into the stream or a foothills, moreover foothills means see the low picture. So, while the river is flowing in a land masses, moreover the both side it will be create a hillside format, is it no? That is called the foothills. Okay. So, alluvial hill fan means it's a deposition of sediment occurs at which river enter a plain or the foothills. So, karai we will say no in the Tamil, that is the alluvial fan. Okay. So, foothills. Alluvial fan is a deposition of sediments occur at which the river enter a plain or the foothills. Okay ma. So, that is it. See the tributary. A stream or a river that flow into and joins a main river. Okay, so while from the waterfall, moreover the water will be distributed into so many of the tributaries, so many of the roots, and moreover at last it joins into a main river. So if you see the first picture you can understand. So this kind of river is called as the tributary. And same thing, see the second picture. Moreover, a stream that branches off and flow away from a main stream. From the main river, if it is divided into so many of the parts, means it is called as the distributary. If you see the picture, you can understand. Okay, tributary means moreover from the waterfall itself it distributed into so many of their parts, and moreover at last it joins to the main river. So many of the stream and it joins to the main river. That is called the tributary. And distributary means a stream that branches off and flow away from your main stream. Okay, so that is called the distributary. Okay, so after this we had seen over, we can stop here, and moreover we can go for a small recap. So what is meant by the river? So before that, landscape process is divided into two types. One is the weathering and another one is the erosion. So weathering means, weathering is the breaking and falling apart into small pieces of rock on the earth's surface. Same that erosion means it's a wearing down of landscape by different agents like water, wind and ice, etc. So what is meant by the river? The water flowing from its source to river mouth along a definite course is called as a river. So what is meant by source? The originate of the point of your river, that means starting point of your river, where it is starting, it is called as the source. And river mouth means where it is, the river is ending, and the ending point and joining part of the sea is called as a river mouth. So whatever thing V-shaped valley means, what is meant by the V-shaped valley? So the running water in the river erode the mountainous track. Moreover, it creates a steep side valley like in the V format. So it is called as the V-shaped valley. And waterfall. So the falling of river water over a vertical step in the riverbed is called as the waterfall. And plunge pool means, a plunge pool is a hollow feature at the base of a waterfall which is formed by the cavitation. Okay, that is called the plunge pool. And alluvial fan means deposition of sediment occurs at which river enters into the plain or the foothills. It is known as the alluvial fan. Okay, moreover the shape will be in a cone shape, deposition of sediment built up by the river streams. Okay, foothills we had seen. So what is meant by distributary? A stream of a river that flows into and joins to a main river, it is called the tributary. And a stream that branches off and flow away from a main stream, it is called the distributor. Okay, so up to that just read it and underline all the points. Okay, points. Moreover, in this lesson we are having so many of the questions, as well as we are having so many of the one word also. So just read it carefully. And page number 161, page number 161, see the first question, define erosion. Define erosion. So answer is page number 155. Page number 155, and see the landform paragraph and see the fifth line. Erosion is the wearing down of landscape by different agents like water, wind, ice and sea waves. Just mark it, that is the answer. Okay. So, and see the same page. See what is a plunge pool. What is a plunge pool? Page number 156. Page number 156. See this last paragraph, left side last paragraph. Under the V-shaped valley picture, see that plunge pool is the hollow feature at the base of a waterfall which is formed by the cavitation. Up to that. Okay, just mark down the two questions, it's enough. Just study the two questions. So remaining things we can see over in the next class. Okay, thank you ma. Thank you very much.